I didn't start the party first. Oops. Should probably do that so I can actually hear myself over the game. There we go. Just wanted to invite to go commentate with because it's freaking 3:30 in the morning. We're going like 72, I think. Yeah, I kind of put it to where I'm competing for the lead, but
about to start here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and what a cracker of a session we're expecting it to be.
it's the latest one shot. It's gonna take like 2 minutes, guys.
So then, Ant, it's another Grand Prix weekend, another exciting qualifying session ahead of us. What are you going to be looking out for over the next few minutes?
The first question's going to be who can avoid making mistakes. There isn't much margin for error in qualifying, and you have to bear in mind that the track conditions may have changed since practice, particularly as we've had a few support races in the meantime. If the brake bias settings, for example, don't take this into account, it's extremely easy to lock up a front wheel and cause a flat spot. Just like that, your lap's ruined, and you've wasted a set of tyres to boot.
Oh, I do have a lot of options, don't I? Can't press that button like that. Difficulty is set to where I can actually win in the Renault, which isn't realistic, but, I don't know. It's kind of weird the game will tell you what the goal is. Oh, dear shit. I didn't want that. Doesn't do that normally. So yeah, I'm sort of this level 72 AI. How am I supposed to do 110? I have no idea. I think the answer is I'm not. Okay, yep, nope, bye.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Vettel, Raikkonen, and Lewis Hamilton. It's time to leave. Constructors come and go, drivers rise and fall. But even as politics change and history moves on, the spirit of competition burns as strongly as it ever has. Welcome back then to Formula One, as battle is joined at the summit of motorsport once again. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Joining me to talk you through the action today is Anthony Davidson. And give us an idea of what kind of thing you're going to be looking out for today.
Well, the big question for me is whether or not we're going to see the cars able to follow each other closely enough to overtake, especially through the fast sections here. Of course, we've got DRS, and that will help on the straights. but it's still no good if you're coming off the previous corner too slowly or too far behind.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo, and Hülkenberg, Verstappen, Massa, Perez, and Roman Grosjean. Sainz, Kvyat, Esteban Ocon, and Magnussen. Stroll, Alonso, Jolyon Palmer, and Stoffel van Dorn. Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
I about jumped, not gonna lie. Oh, hello, Red Bull Power. Oh, God. I'm receiving bumping. I know the setup's not in, because I can take that corner flat out if it were, so the game just keeps doing that stupid thing. Oh, God, no. There's a reason I still have this on, because I know the AI are just kind of random with their breaking points. Please. Okay, turning. Where'd you go? I miss you so.
Okay, some information on Perez. They seem to have an issue.
All right.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
This is interesting. It's about how real Formula One looks. Just cars following each other around the track, because the deficit's not enough to make a 3 ever pass anymore.
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target plus 1.
Yeah, I'm looking right at that.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Got that confirmed. exit now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Suddenly Toro Rosso. You served me well, Toro Rosso. And you have. Oh, you were kind of. Never mind. Not fair. Not fair. Dive.
Jolyon has come into the pits. Jolyon in the pits now.
Oh, Lord.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres.
Whoa.
The gap to teammate is 38.2 seconds. to car in front is 3.5 seconds. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Do me a favor? Since you're up.
Repeat that. There's interference. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. So the gap to our teammate is 49.9 seconds. The gap to the car ahead is 3.9 seconds.
That was not a great corner. Oh shit. Look, this is our caution flag.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Oh dear merciful crap.
Raikkonen's out in front.
Where are you braking?
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How so? Here
meh.
they come now, out onto the podium.
Meh.
Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
It's got to be Jolyon Palmer. He was in another league for me today. Really impressive stuff.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from
Really?
Matt and I, it's
Another
goodbye,
league, huh?
And see you again next time. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon where qualifying is about to start here in Austria. So sit back and enjoy the afternoon session. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Ferme regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
Oh shit. Damn it!
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Vettel, Hamilton and Nico Hülkenberg. The grid is set there.
Skip.
Welcome along then to the final moments of peace before a grid full of the world's fastest racing cars fire into life and charge down towards the scuffle of turn 1. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones and watch out for overtakes into turn 2 as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometers per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And it's Lewis
He's won in
Hamilton
multiple worlds?
alongside.
That's insinuating, guys. He's won in more than one world. He's that good at racing, apparently.
You should have some space going into the foot.
Should is the key word. Oh, short lights. Usually use this feed for the start, in case some idiots are there. Kinda like that. Had I been the other way, I wouldn't have seen that. So I have to catch one very angry Ferrari and get away from the other very angry Ferrari. Yes, I do always say that in career mode. They're very angry Ferraris.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Oh, I expected to slide there. God damn it.
race officials have enabled
We
DRS.
set the same exact lap time.
DRS is now available.
Oh shit. I think next time I'll try again and put the difficulty back to 75 and run Williams or something. Whoa. That was a terrible corner.
Green flag.
Why was it yellow? What? What happened? Who's... Oh, for Verstappen. Oh, I'm not surprised.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Confirmed.
Yes, because my tires are definitely a problem right now. I'm at 25.
Caution, caution.
You could drive the extra 10 feet to the pit zone.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
Come here.
Distance to teammate 14.6 seconds.
I'm running from two good Ferraris, and there's a Mercedes just kind of lurking.
The pit window has opened.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shoot. Help, they're very angry Ferraris. Oh, there's a Vettel there. A Vettel, there's more than one.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
We're just gonna go 1-1. Tires are fine. This is especially good considering, well, they're also doing it up. Straw pull Van Corn's out. Really maybe turn that down. Although might be the death of me in a moment if I do that.
Yellow flag.
Where? Oh. Yawn.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits.
Oh, really? Oh, of
Look
course.
after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Okay. Stroll's in 6th. That's not really realistic. And again, there's Hulkenberg leading, so. Oh, rip Lewis Hamilton.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message. Our gap to our teammate is 7.9 seconds.
It's noon. Draw. Never mind. Oh, draw again. Now run from the angry Ferraris again. That's not how you do that, though. Oh, merciful crap.
Say again, you're breaking up.
I didn't say anything. You need to fix that while they're at it too. Jeff responding to me not saying a darn thing to him. Responding like someone in your chat part or something. Yeah, that's even crazier. Okay, Raikkonen, you just need to calm yourself. Oh dear. Jesus Christ. Yes. Yes.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Like, oh shit. Oh. They are smart to an extent in this game. They're just kind of... They're not smart online. Here we go again. Look at the first stop, I think, where the angry Ferrari didn't try to run down my inside.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
What am I doing?
The gap to teammate is 38.5 seconds.
There's a Mercedes there, suddenly.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, we're getting desperate, aren't we, Vettel? Jesus Christ. Yes. Yes.
That's a race win. You've really been great today.
My feet are falling asleep.
Renault have pulled off a sublime performance to secure the top step of the podium today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, tyre management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. Now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.